Yeah.
Vestige! You're the help the Skald-King promised? Suddenly I feel a lot better about our chances. Still, this threat is bigger than King Jorunn imagined. The Ice Reach Coven. Witches operating in secret right under the Skald-King's voluminous nose. And this isn't just the usual Reach mischief, of that I'm sure. I need to investigate, but I can't do it by myself. Help me locate the Coven and determine their ultimate intentions. Between the two of us, we can cover more ground and figure out the full extent of this threat. As long as the magic Jorunn's wizards gave me works as promised, that is. Meet me in Deshan. The Skald-King's scouts spotted members of the Coven near the shrine to St. Realms. We'll start there. As for the magic, I'll tell you more about that when we're away from prying eyes. Not much. King Jorunn's mages are still studying the ritual fragment we discovered, but there's been no further word on the witch's mysterious patron. So far, the evidence only suggests that they're planning an attack on the mainland. We're not exactly sure. That's why Jorunn sent me to investigate. But you saw the storms they controlled in the Sea of Ghosts. Imagine that kind of destruction unleashed on a town or a city. Look, are you ready to go, or do you need time to prepare? This is the place. Can't say I know what Reach witches would be doing here. But the Skald-King scouts have never sent me on a wild guar chase before. Let's see if the trek out here was worth it. Well, we defeated Molag Bal and stopped the plane melt, but the Empire I knew was dead and gone. There wasn't anything else I could do for Varen or Cyrodiil. But Skyrim was still there. So, I went home. Whatever I can. Traveling. Dealing with problems as I encounter them. My axe has been busy, that's for sure. Mostly I've been helping Jorunn the Skald-King, looking into bad situations. Like this one, with the Ice Reach Coven. What? How? We watched him sacrifice himself to empower the Amulet of Kings. I mean, how could he come back from that? It can't be him. It must be some sort of trick. And he didn't send word to me? What an idiot. Enough of this. We need to focus on the threat in front of us. Sai can wait. He's good at that, apparently. Well, we defeated Molag. Whatever I can. Traveling. I was getting to that. At Ice Reach, I picked up a couple of the medallions the witches were wearing, for further study by the Skald-King's wizards. The wizards determined that magic was infused into the jewelry, but not its purpose. The Skald-King's wizards added their own spell to the medallions. We each get one. Here. They're supposed to lead us to magic similar to what's contained in the medallions. Ice Reach magic. Wave it around and see what happens. Don't look at me. It's not like Nords are known for being great mages, so whatever the Skald-King's wizards did may not work, or it could explode. Hold up the medallion and see if you can make it work. Thanks to the Skald-King's wizards, it should lead us to magic similar to what's contained in the jewelry. Ice Reach magic. Just take it out and give it a try. It actually worked. Follow that trail. I'll take the other one.
Yeah.
find anything? So, find anything that will help us locate the Ice Reach Coven? I was led to a similar site. Damn witches! Whatever game the Ice Reach Coven is playing at, we need to put an end to it. Preferably with multiple swings of my axe. Let me see the note you found. That's no help. Luckily, Jorun's scouts provided a few locations of interest with their last report. Let me mark them on your map. When you reach each location, use the medallion and see where the magic leads. I'll catch up with you shortly. First ice storms, now fire. Keep your guard up. The Coven won't hesitate to kill anyone who gets too close.
trading here.
Our business is no concern of yours!
That's all you got? It'll take more than that to fell Lyra's Titanborn, you bastards!
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing like a quick battle to get the heart pumping. But I'm surprised we haven't faced more opposition. The Coven must be preoccupied. Wasn't expecting to fight vampires, though. Did you find anything interesting at the sites I marked on your map? A blood fiend. You don't usually run into them in this part of the world. Let me see the note. Huh. There's that word again. Lucrative. And what's that about a simple ritual? Sounds like Coven activity to me. Anything else to report? I don't like the look of that. It feels wrong. The Skald-King's mages will want to examine it. In the meantime, we need to figure out what the Coven is up to. How do rituals, vampires, and blood fiends figure into their plan? And just one. A note from a merchant named Goharth Ironbelly. Found it on these vampires. Ironbelly is apparently supplying something the Coven requires, but the note doesn't go into details. Says we can find him at a Riften Inn, the Withered Tree. The note said Ironbelly does business at the Withered Tree Inn. This way. Leads us to the Coven. Ironbelly's note suggested he'd meet with the Coven after he did some business in this inn. When he arrives, don't do anything to alarm him. We want the merchant completely at ease when he leaves to go rendezvous with the witches. Just mill about and try not to draw attention to yourself. Honestly, I'm more comfortable with the direct approach, but we need to play this carefully. And when he leaves, he can lead us directly to the Coven.
Ah, good lizard. I'll take a pint of your finest ale. And what have we here? You're a strapping lass. Let old Ironbelly buy you a drink or two? What do you say?
Not interested.
Not interested? Goharth Ironbelly never takes no for an answer.
Go away, little man, before I break you.
I beg your pardon, but things will be different after that witch lives up to her promise.
What are you waiting for? Follow Ironbelly, but don't get too close. I already made him nervous enough for the both of us. Never fails. Follow a rat, you wind up in a sewer. Why my sewers always smell so bad? God, when we find Ironbelly, I'm gonna cave in his head for dragging us down here. My armor will never be mistaken for a bed of roses, but sewer stink lingers like Thane Yegi around the mead hall. You followed Ironbelly, I followed you. Come on, let's find that slimy merchant and see what he's doing down here. Thieves and murderers aren't the only scum that inhabit the Ratway. The local Jarl keeps sealing the entrances, but it never stays closed for long. It would make a perfect lair for the Coven. Watch your step and try not to blunder into any traps. No, damn it! Sneaky bastard. He rigged the gate to lock behind him. Look, don't wait for me. Find Ironbelly.
Were you followed, Ironbelly?
Of course not, Sister Balra. My caution is legendary.
And have the arrangements I requested been made?
The flyers have been distributed. And your friend with the fangs?
Busy, I'm afraid.
You promised a vampire would turn me! Make good on our deal, or I'll report this to the Jarl!
You will do nothing of the sort. Greedy fool outlived his usefulness.
Finally! This place is a maze of... Wait, what happened? I hope Ironbelly told you something before you killed him. So what happened? Did you get too close? Did he attack you? Damn! That must have been one of the Ice Reach Coven witches. Any idea where she may have gone? That's not much to go on, but it's all we have. I'll meet you at the cart outside of town. All right, the cart's ready. Now tell me what else you found out down in the Ratway. Let me see that. Huh. Another lucrative opportunity. But this time we know where they're leading people. To an isolated inn somewhere in Eastmarch. Did you hear anything else that I need to know? Vampire. Working with the Coven. That would explain the strange blood fiends in the Ratway. We'll worry about that later. Right now we have to get to Eastmarch and find that witch. Oh, before we leave, take this. You earned it. The cart will take us to the Grinning Horker in Eastmarch. Hop aboard and we can get along. I don't want to give the Coven any more of a lead than they already have.